The most amazing places in Morocco. Have you ever wished you could visit old cities, bright markets, and beautiful natural areas all in one place? Morocco is a very different place from one another. You can experience the endless Sahara Desert, be amazed by the beautiful blue streets of Chefchaouen, or get lost in the busy souks of Marrakech. What's so great about these places, though? Why are these places thought to be some of the world's most beautiful? Come along with us as we show you the best of Morocco and explain why you should put it at the top of your travel list. Rabat. A few people are going up to the Kasbah of the GAIA'S in Rabat, Morocco. The walls and entrance gate can be seen. The past of Rabat, Morocco's capital city, is a great reason to go there. Originally built as a castle in the 1200s, it has a long history. It grew into an important political and cultural hub over the years. These days, Rabat is a unique mix of technology and tradition. People come to Rabat to see its well-kept historical places, like the Chela Necropolis and the Kasbah of the GAIA'S. By visiting these old architectural masterpieces, you can learn more about Morocco's long past, which is marked by many dynasties and cultural influences. Cities like Marrakech and Rabat are very busy and chaotic, but Rabat is quiet and sophisticated. In addition to being a great place to start your trip through Morocco, it has a lot of historical interest and a real, peaceful feel that makes for a unique visit. The city of Chefchaouen. Chefchaouen is a beautiful town in the Rif Mountains that has a past that makes it even more appealing. Chefchaouen was founded in the 1400s by Moorish people who were fleeing Spain. It still has a lot of Andalusian influences, which can be seen in its blue-painted streets and buildings. One of the best things about Chefchaouen is that it has a peaceful and attractive atmosphere. The town's famous blue colors make it a peaceful place to get away from the busy city life. Its lovely Medina has winding, narrow streets, shops that sell handmade goods, and a laid-back vibe that makes you want to relax and take in the scene. It is the perfect place to go on vacation if you want to relax in a beautiful setting. Fez. There is a tannery in Fez, and behind it are houses that are very close together. Fez is a city with a rich history that is still thriving today. It is often called the spiritual and cultural heart of Morocco. Its history goes back to the 8th century, when it was built as the first city of Morocco. Fez El Bali, a huge medieval Medina with winding streets and historic places, is what makes Fez interesting. It is on the UNESCO list. You'll feel like you've gone back in time when you visit Fez and walk through the busy Medina and see traditional craftspeople at work. You can also see how leather is made using old methods in tanneries. The city's rich cultural history, which includes Arab, Berber, Jewish, and Andalusian elements, makes it a great place to visit. Fez is a great place to learn about Morocco's past and present, whether you're interested in its history, the mystique of Sufi and Jewish saints, traditional crafts, or just wanting to explore its lively Medina. El Jadida. The Koutoubia Mosque's minaret tower rises above the city, and in the distance, the snow-capped Atlas Mountains can be seen. Marrakech, also known as the Red City, is a lively place to visit, with busy souks, historic sites like the Bahia Palace and Saadian tombs, and lively squares like Jama El Fna. Its past goes back almost 1,000 years, and the city is full of palaces, mosques, gardens, and busy markets from that time. Its name comes from the red earth walls that surround it and the red sandstone houses that are inside them. Marrakech. Marrakech is not only an important place for history and culture, but it is also the 4th biggest city in Morocco and a major economic hub. Even though it's an important part of any trip to Morocco, we suggest you visit it later in your trip, so you can get used to the country's culture before jumping into its busy chaos. Even people who live in Marrakech know it can be annoying with all the persistent and funny touts and hustlers. The lively old Medina and the famous Jama El Fna aren't the best places to go on vacation to relax. Instead, they're fun to visit if you're feeling brave and social. Here are some tips we think are very important for visiting Marrakech. If rest is important to you, choose one of the many world-class hotels and tours. For the best experience, check out Ensemble Artisanale, a craft market that is less busy where you can shop without having to bargain. If you want to see famous places like Bahia Palace and Majorelle Gardens, go early in the morning when there aren't as many people. If you like art and museums, don't miss the museums and galleries. Many of them are very good. Experience a hammam. For a more real experience, go to a cheaper one in a residential area. For a more luxurious treat, go to the one at Riyad Al Qsar. If you want to stay somewhere, try a riad. Essaouira, a path along the coast of Essaouira's fortified city walls, with cannons lined up along its length and a few people walking along it. Essaouira is a coastal gem on Morocco's Atlantic coast, and its past goes back to the 18th century. The blue and white houses and winding streets in its UNESCO-listed Medina give it a charming old-world feel. A lot of artists, singers, and craftsmen come to the town, and its galleries and workshops show off a lively creative scene. The fish market in Essaouira is a seafood lover's dream, and the city's beaches, which are surrounded by old ramparts, are a peaceful contrast to Morocco's busy towns. Going to Morocco isn't complete until you visit the Sahara Desert. You can go on camel rides, see the mesmerizing sand dunes, and spend the night in a desert camp under the stars, all of which are unique to this area and will stay with you forever. Tangier. Tangier is an old port city with a unique mix of European and Moroccan elements. It is at the point where Europe and Africa meet. Its old Medina, the Kasbah, and the Grand Soko Square give you a look into its long past and wide range of cultures. Artists and writers such as Henri Matisse, Jimi Hendrix, Paul Bowles, and William S. Burroughs have been drawn to the city for a long time. People can enjoy beautiful views of the Strait of Gibraltar while visiting many museums, art galleries, and the Caves of Hercules. Tangier is a place you have to see. Its ability to blend the old and the new, the traditional and the experimental, makes it a fascinating place for culture lovers to visit. Its unique location as a bridge between continents, along with its long history and ongoing artistic legacy, make sure that every visit is an exploration of time and creativity. Ait Ben Haddou, the defended Qasr of Ait Ben Haddou, which has mud brick homes. This Qasr, fortified village, is on the UNESCO list because it is a beautiful example of traditional Moroccan mud brick building. For its unique beauty and historical importance, it has also been used as a setting for many movies and TV shows, such as Gladiator and Game of Thrones. When you go to Ait Ben Haddou, you can travel through time as you walk through its narrow streets and look at its old kasbahs and traditional Berber homes. The views from the top of the village are stunning, with beautiful desert scenery all around. This makes it a must-see for both history and movie fans. Meknes. While Meknes isn't as well known as some of Morocco's other royal cities, it's still a great place to learn about the country's rich history. Its huge gates, especially the Bab Mansour Gate, show off the best of Moroccan craftsmanship and architecture. One more thing that stands out is the royal stable. The Medinas of Marrakech and Fez are very busy, but Meknes is much calmer. It's a great place to enjoy the beauty of Morocco's architecture without all the people. The Volubilis. The Roman ruins at Volubilis in Morocco, which include buildings and walls that are only partly standing and are surrounded by green fields. The Roman ruins of Volubilis are like Pompeii in that they let you learn about the past of Roman North Africa in a way that no other place does. This archaeological site is close to Moulay Driss Zerhoun, which is where Morocco's first dynasty began and a major spiritual center. It has amazingly well-preserved mosaics and buildings that show how people lived in ancient times. Walking through these ruins makes you clearly imagine how grand this once bustling Roman city must have been. History buffs and people interested in the ancient world should definitely go here. Love discovering incredible destinations? Subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can join us on more amazing journeys around the world. You won't want to miss the next adventure.